You found Channel 13. Keep watching. Keep watching. Keep watching. Keep watching. Keep watching. This transmission carries with it nothing of value.
Welcome to Drunken Horror episode. You. So, anyways, I'm gonna say this. This is Freddy vs. Jason is derided for some reason as a bad movie. It is called Freddy vs. Jason.
And that would be Freddy Krueger versus Jason Voorhees.
It is the best movie you could have made out of it, I suppose. I said this before. If you walk into a movie theater and the marquee above you says, Freddy versus Jason, and you come out and go, whoa, that was stupid. You're an asshole. And I have no idea what were your fucking expectations?
Yeah.
No, I didn't want it to be a karate fight at the end. Well, that's what it ended up being. So shut up.
And it was wonderful.
It was. It was far better. I saw this movie in the theater when it first came out, and it exceeded expectations for me. Like, it was better than I thought it was gonna be.
Yes, actually, yeah. Like, honestly, they made a movie out of it.
Yeah, and it's terrible, but it's better than I thought it was going to be.
It's not going to win awards, but it's exactly what you have always wanted it to be.
It won my heart, and that's an award enough.
It hasn't won the Necrobestiality Award for 10 years in a row, Dave. And
this guy has, though.
Yeah.
10 years running, bitches.
To your performance-enhancing drugs conviction. And then,
no, I mean, they're looking into it. It's not performance-enhancing. It's just
he acts like it's not
like,
just
like
one guy in the woods that runs this thing. It's just him.
You mean my father?
There. He's looking into it. He's been living in my house for 3 months, making sure I'm not dead.
They live in fucking Mark's back room.
That's why Jason left the woods.
Yeah, he was like, that guy was weird as shit.
You literally look
Getting
like
out of here. What?
All right, so
him off.
My buddy Jason over here. We're buddies.
So, anyways, as far as this movie goes in the Friday the 13th lore, this is one of my favorites.
Wait, real quick. Do you classify this as a Jason or a Freddy movie?
It's both.
It is an equal part, you feel?
I think it's an equal parts, yes.
Okay.
The only thing I don't like is, like, Freddy does just kind of beat on Jason too much.
He's winning the whole time.
But I guess
I feel like it's a more Freddy movie. I think the story starts off with him telling his story.
Yeah, Jason
doesn't have a story. Yeah.
Jason's more of a tool. He just wakes Jason up to make people scared of
him
Freddy again.
Make them remember.
Right. Yeah, he makes Jason go to Elm Street as if
Elm Street's in Springfield, Ohio.
Okay.
He walks from New Jersey to Ohio. No one sees him.
It's Springwood, but
Springwood. Sorry.
Is it actually New Jersey? Do they ever say?
Yeah, it's New Jersey.
Okay.
Crystal Lake is in New Jersey, and he walks. He walks. First of all, at his rate, which I assume is about 1 mile per hour. That also makes me think
it's his movie. It's also another reason why it seems more Freddy. It's on Elm Street. It's in his turf.
Yes. And the whole thing is based
they fight
off
at Crystal Lake, though.
Well, they go back to Crystal Lake.
Yeah.
They make that weird mention of Freddy died by fire and Jason by water. How can we use that? It's like,
how can we use this?
Never.
Yeah, how'd they know that? Like, that's some overthinking.
At least Jay from Clerks is in it.
Yeah.
Oh, that kid ruled. College
Freebird. His name is Freebird.
Is it really?
Yes.
At least there's always a stoner, so that's good.
Yeah, and that's a Jason thing though.
It is a Jason thing.
No,
nope.
Freddy has had stoners.
Freddy's dead. You have what's his goddamn name? What's that guy's name?
You talking about Clueless guy?
Yes.
I don't remember his name.
Spencer. His name is Spencer in the movie. What's his goddamn name? He's got a
He's not
weird
a
name.
stoner. Is he a stoner in the movie?
Yeah, he gets fucking high,
Oh,
and
then
then
he plays the
I'm
video
Super
games?
Spencer, and then he
Yeah.
fights Freddy in the video game.
Yeah. I guess you're right there.
They,
I do think. I do
Johnny
think a stoner.
Depp comes
he's not.
back.
He's not a stoner though. He's a cool jock. He's a jock. He wears a football shirt.
Who?
Yep.
Johnny Depp.
No,
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp comes back in Freddy's Dead.
Oh
for
shit,
the
he
fake,
does, doesn't he? Yeah. I forgot about that. Oh, they're probably the same thing as trailer trash. They just have money to be mansion trash.
It's trash.
That's some French.
That
That's
is,
some French man.
yeah.
So garbage.
Yeah. They're just fucking insane people that don't understand the consequences to their actions.
Well,
And that's it.
speaking of shitty people, the boyfriend in this movie, who we have already commented on being a piece of shit, who gets bent in half in a fantastic kill by
Yeah,
Jason.
that's awesome. That's awesome.
It is a great kill.
Has to be him, right? Freddy Krueger. Because don't say that
Yeah.
name, goddamn.
Yeah, that's- so Jason-
He gets stabbed a bajillion times in the back.
What are
and he's
they
laying there
taking?
like you think he's already
Hypnosil?
dead.
Is that what it's called?
Hypnosil is the drug
That
they
keeps
take.
them from dreaming.
Later, yeah.
And
Which, is there any reason, is there an actual psychotic issue that anyone would have to have dreams, like deprivation of dreams? Is that reasonable in any way that would be a real drug?
no.
Just
Okay.
stop.
I don't know.
No,
What
it
the
instantly made no sense to me that I thought that was the stupidest idea
there-
ever. But I
there
don't
are-
know what people have, you know.
There are drugs that
Wait.
don't make you dream, but that's a side effect of them. That's not like-
Wait. How do you become a werewolf?
And he...
See, that's out of context.
It's
We all know how
literally
you become
not.
a
You
werewolf.
literally just straight up ask how you
But
become
I
a
was
werewolf.
I'm saying it in the fashion of like, is it one bite? How much do they have to eat? Like, what makes you turn? We all know that Dracula bites you once and sucks your blood, and you're a vampire.
A scratch from a werewolf does it.
Sure.
Okay, see? Was that so goddamn hard?
No, I cut
Ben?
all of my answers out because you kept on asking questions. I cut your questions out. There were so many fucking questions.
I would like to
about-
state, though, I had been drinking. So
It's like you've never seen a werewolf movie.
No, but I was trying to, like, get my drunken, like, exact question out. And
It's
I
not
had
even
to get
that.
the exact answer.
It's like you reverted
really like
back
that
into
cutout.
like you started with like heavier questions about werewolves, and you were like, wait.
Heavier
First of all-
questions about
Right, you were like, well, why would they attack people? Do they hunt people? Is this something? And then eventually, you wanted to know about pack mentality and everything else,
Right.
Uh-huh,
and then you were
uh-huh.
like, well, wait a minute, how do you become a werewolf? Like, tell me about. I'm gonna buy Microsoft stock. You know, do you think I should wait until after Christmas? Wait a minute, what's a stock? How do I buy one? Like, that's your line of questioning. Why? There's something wrong with me.
No,
It's funny.
No. It's a great the whole rave, because he's just
Cornfield
slash,
rave, dude.
he's
We
just
get that in
slashing up
Ohio.
teenagers.
That's perfect
Like,
in Ohio. Like
yeah.
Southern Ohio, where Springwood's supposed to be. That's
Yeah.
perfect in Ohio. Like,
Yeah.
Dude, we talk
that's-
about this. We talk
like
about this kind of
Jason
stuff.
loves that. Jason loves that type of this like slash. He's like all these kids around drugs. They're all fucking. They're in a cornfield. He had a field day. He like chopped up like 7 kids in that scene. It was great.
That is true.
Yeah.
I like how the girl gets drunk and then sees her boyfriend. He's like, babe.
Babe, what
The
one day and you're already drunk.
Okay.
He's holding his head too, isn't he? His
Right.
head got chopped.
He's
right?
just like this.
So
He's
that
like-
dude,
Yeah.
we've established that dude's a piece of shit. Okay, got it. So he's dead. That girl, Sue, kind of sucks. You know, she's not the coolest, but she's dealing with her boyfriend has just been killed,
Right.
and
watch
someone
you-
else.
yeah.
He's the only guy who died in the beginning. He's the only one who died. So her
Yeah, at
boyfriend's
first.
dead. Her boyfriend's dead. She kind of gets talked into going to this party with everyone. She's at the party. People are talking shit that she's overheard. Now she is passed out. A dude is trying to rape her,
Yeah, raver
and
dude.
she is having Freddy attack
Oh, the
her in her
super
dream.
raver dude.
Yeah, super
Yeah.
covered in fucking
glow
shit.
sticks. Yeah.
But then she's having Freddy murder her in her dream, and then Jason actually murders her.
Right.
That
It's
chick
great.
Has
The
the
whole-
worst goddamn 2 days.
Kid goes out to the porch to talk to his dad, and he's talking to his
Yeah.
dad, and like has that
Her
weird
dad
dream
is
that
Glenn.
wakes
That
up in
dude's
the.
dude was Glenn Beck. I swear to God, I think the actor was Glenn Beck. Just saying. The dad looked exactly like Glenn.
Kind of. Yeah. I guess he kind
Beck.
of.
It looked like a young Glenn Beck to a weird degree.
I'm gonna match it up right here.
So to me, like the rape scene is like a good peak of the movie, and then it kind of just like, mainly because I like Jason just hacking through just people. It was great.
I agree. That's almost like the start of everything because that's early on in the movie. But there's so much time where they're just like,
that scene,
running.
The kids are still trying to figure out what's going on. But as far as like Jason and Freddy reaching their peak there, when like Freddy's like, "Fuck you, you just took my kill." I gotta bring in Jason. I released this dog, now I gotta kind of pull the leash back, type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
we got the two kids that escaped from the mental. You got John Ritter's kid.
Oh yeah.
And you got the kid from a bunch of Goosebumps shows, and
he looks like it.
And he was in Trucks. He was in Trucks. He was the main guy's son.
Oh shit.
That's the same guy. And Trucks is a way better movie. Trucks is a way better movie than every movie ever made. And it's coming up. Trucks. That movie's amazing. And I love that movie. But his buddy that escapes, whose older brother is Scott Farkas from Cleveland Reference, Christmas Story, Zach Ward, I believe his name is.
Andy Dalton.
What?
It's a football reference. Sorry. Andy Dalton.
Wait, his bathtub older brother who killed himself and came back, that's the dude from the Christmas Story?
He's the bully from the Christmas Story with yellow eyes.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yellow
It's not
eyes.
Scott either, it's Scott.
Is it Scott Farkas?
It's Scott Farkas.
Who gives a shit?
With a U? Really?
Because I always thought of Scott Farkas, and then like one day I was talking to somebody and we looked it up and I was probably talking to Ben actually. Because this is the only conversation I've ever dumbass conversation with you about this. Where was Scott Farkas?
I actually kind of remember this conversation.
Yeah, I think it was Scott Farkas.
Anyways, he was the older brother. I don't know what to say about this movie because I really just enjoyed it.
There was a wizard van in this movie. You were talking about how much you love bands and movies.
Yeah, there was a wizard van. It's obvious this movie deserves some awards.
Wizard van.
Yeah,
a van with a wizard on the side?
Yeah. The fucking mystery machine.
Yeah,
they make fun of it. Well, okay, my question is, can Jason actually dream?
Tell me, Jason, can you dream?
Can Jason actually dream?
And tell me that you dream of me.
Apparently.
Where does your mind go when you sleep in your cold lake? Does it drift to me through space and time, my love? I love you.
He's in because that's when Freddy starts like, I gotta rein him in. Freddy, I don't know, did he get knocked out? I can't remember.
He gets the red pills or the red syringes to his neck.
That's right.
He takes over Freebird because he comes out as a big roach.
That's
the worst
the worm.
So
weird.
Weird
Thing.
So
CGI that rivals Jason X.
It was
the
bad.
Roaches, the Freddy roaches that look like those shitty Freddy sperms, and Freddy's dead.
Oh yeah.
This does invoke
3D.
This is more along the lines of
3D.
Yeah, it was.
This is more along the lines of Dave's question about
where was?
No. Your other dumb set of questions about where the ghosts are in the Halloween episode.
Oh, yeah.
Where do ghosts go? Where are they? So if you go, like, say you pack up your driveway into a car, you go, we're going to go on a romantic weekend driveway, and we're going to go to a haunted hotel. And in this driveway in this hotel every night at 2:30.
This is the stupidest joke in the world, and I think it's so funny.
I'm literally trying not to cry right now.
I am crying.
This driveway every night at 2:30. You see a woman in white walk through the dining room driveway, and if we stay up, we'll see. And you walk in. You say, hello, Mr. Dave Ralph. How are you today? Welcome to the Holstead Estates, where there is a ghost And you say, fantastic. I have brought my driveway. Also my wife. My drive wife. She is quite beautiful, sir. Is she made of asphalt? Yes, she is, the finest of all asphalt. You may want to go to sleep early, so you can wake up to see the ghost. And then you go. So the ghost shows up at 2:30 in the morning. And they go, every night, sir. And you go, where is it other than that? The ghost shows up at 2:30 in the morning. Where does it go other times? I have to ask, because you are a Freddy Krueger guy. Is this movie, is this the reason you picked this movie? Is because Freddy Krueger is in it?
Absolutely. Because I don't know. We wanted to do Friday the 13th for Friday the 13th. I don't know Jason, so I don't care which one we pick, as in the one I pick out. So since this counts, there we go.
He's a nice guy. He's a nice fella. Mm. He's misunderstood. He just needs a hug, you know?
That's not true.
I mean, what? Come on.
The guy in Jason X tried to give him his machete back, and then he got murdered.
Yeah, that's all. Well, he didn't want a machete. He wants a hug. Like, Freddy even reduced him down to his basic fears, where he was a distorted little kid. He didn't like water.
Yeah, pussy.
Apparently, which is silly.
What is that girl's name?
How many Jason movies have you seen him like walking through the rain and going through water and doing shit like that, and all of a sudden
he lives inside of a lake when he's not murdering.
Right, people. That's his home base. Like, why is he afraid of his home base? Like, it made no sense.
Is he too good for his whole?
But the whole thing is like, the whole thing was like, Jason is water and Freddy is fire. So Freddy should be afraid of fire, right? If that's the logic.
Yeah.
Okay. Just
checking. Is that what it was then?
But Freddy's never been afraid of anything except for being in the real world.
But Jason was clearly... Freddy died by fire. Mm-hmm. Jason died by water. How can we use this? And then Freddy's like, ha ha ha! I will use water to scare you.
He's like, you're finally weak. And like, it shows this shivering little distorted little boy.
We need to get him back to Camp Crystal Lake.
That's the thing.
Fight,
Jason's not so tough. Jason's not so tough. He's just a scared little boy. That's all he is.
Freddy gets confused when he's fighting him in the boiler room or whatever, where he does make him water and a baby and all that jazz. In that scene, he says at some point, he's like, why won't you die? Like, he doesn't understand why Jason lives forever. And he can't kill him as if he's just a regular teenager.
Why would Jason... But why would Freddy not get that?
Well, he's learning it. He just talks out loud.
Right, but...
Or thinks out loud.
I can't believe this. You won't die? Like, you've been around for 40 years, you fuckface, and you live in dreams. What do you fucking...
But he's a demon. And honestly, he's...
What's the difference?
The fact of the matter is, he knows who Jason
is.
He already knows who Jason is anyway, because he brought Jason to hell. Right. And he brought him out of hell in this movie. Mm-hmm. So he should know that fact.
This movie is awesome because it came together. It was I'm going to try to find it for this podcast. I literally have a picture from 2nd grade. It was on top of a building of just a bunch of random shit. But it was Freddy Krueger at one point of Freddy Krueger and Jason fighting. And my art teacher was like, oh, shit, what's wrong with this kid? And then went, what's that? And I said, they're making a movie of Freddy fighting Jason. They're gonna fucking do it. Of my life.
But no, on your exact point of that anything can go, like, it doesn't matter what happened in this movie.
Right.
Because we just got Freddy and Jason to fight each other. Freddy and Jason are fighting each other where there are pinball noises going off, with Freddy being like... and not his normal, like, Freddy's making jokes kind of way.
Right.
Straight up ridiculous cartoon, like Bugs Bunny style.
Well, see, that's my problem. Is that, like, Freddy won for too long in his own world.
He
and
always
really
won.
the ending, like, at first Jason picks him up. I still love that shot where he just picks him up and, like, it just shows him, like, ramming him through that whole cabin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It is great.
The other half should have just been Jason beating on Freddy. Like, okay, Freddy, you had your time, but now you're in the real world where you lost to Heather Langenkamp.
He was, yeah.
Like your powers are gone, so there's
You're
no.
just a man.
So now it should be you're just a person getting your skull beaten in by Jason. Figure out a way where you kill them both.
Well, his arm is removed. He should be out on that alone.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then just that dumb.
And then he gets stabbed with his own claws through his chest. That's amazing. It's a great ending. It's exactly what I expected from that movie. But like I honestly thought I remember when I saw it in the theater, I'm like, wow, this is actually better than I thought it was gonna be.
It literally looks like Jason is nodding with you, and it's like
Yeah.
I'm trying not to laugh.
That's my
for
buddy.
This I can't even look at you because whenever you talk, he's just nodding. It's just like you're like he's like
He's in agreement.
It's my dude. So me and my boy, he's got his mask on, so it's fine. We're social distancing.
He's shy.
So
He's been
people
tested.
mostly say that Freddy won because he winked at the end.
Yes.
But I think they're both in their just own time loop
no.
of
No.
garbage.
I have a whole thing on this at this point. I have always maintained and fought that Freddy won. It's just
Jason won. Jason won.
Okay, I'm not gonna argue with you actually at this point, but he has always been the winner to me, the clear-cut winner, because at the end he does wink. Freddy, as we just discussed, is a demon or whatever in his world, but in the real world, anything happens, he dies. So if he winks, we're in the dream world. That's why I've always say that he.
So you're saying that Jason fell asleep
Can't
at some
read that.
point?
Who cares?
Who cares?
I don't know. That's the thing. Like I don't know.
At what point where did Jason fall asleep? That
No
Freddy
clue.
Can wink.
No
Freddy
clue.
Can wink at any
I
time.
actually,
That's-
I
well,
guarantee you, if you went to Reddit, you can find like some insane nerd argument.
That was the last movie for either series, right? There's no more Friday the 13th after that
Until
either, right?
remake version. They both
Remake.
have-
Right,
They
yeah.
both
We
have
don't.
But
not
in
counting
this movie,
remake.
though, he's always seemed like the winner to me because of the winking, because he puts him in that scenario right away. But the issue, though, is that I'm sorry. Then if you watch the documentary, what's that called, Ben? Never Sleep Again.
Never Sleep Again. Yeah.
If you watch that, the director even says that Freddy won. That's
Oh,
how
he
it
says
was-
that
it
the
was made.
same thing in the Friday the 13th.
Okay, I've never seen that, but okay.
He
Then
says
I
the same
take that on
thing.
that
He's
side.
just placating.
But-
He doesn't care.
I did learn also that he does not care about the movie that he made.
He doesn't care.
But-
I don't think he had not seen any of it. He had not seen Freddy
Right.
or Jason.
Seeing Jason X for the first time ever, it's obvious that Jason won because he's alive to get frozen again. After 9, he gets taken to hell by Freddy. Freddy talks in Freddy versus Jason that he brings him out of hell. So that makes perfect timeline sense.
Jason's
it makes
out of
absolute
hell.
sense.
Freddy have the
And it's
power to bring
2000
people out of hell?
Because he's a demon. Who the fuck knows? He's a fucking weird.
Yeah,
Why
he's a
is Jason
demon.
not classified as a demon? They
Because he's a
classified him as
monster.
no. He's classified as a demon in Jason Goes to Hell. He's a demon that transfers bodies. It's a demonic
No, with the
presence.
eating of hearts and stuff. I don't know. Freddy's got higher. He's more important. He's obviously cooler.
You're
He can
just
talk.
random shit.
Yeah, he can talk. He can
He
talk.
can talk.
But so what I'm saying is that they brought him out of hell. All of this Freddy vs. Jason shit happens. Then it gets to 2010 because this happens in 2003. Freddy vs. Jason is 03. So now in 2010, which was when he was frozen, as you pointed out, Mark. So that means that Jason is alive and goes on to be frozen until 2455. And at some point, Freddy was killed. I don't know what that wink means, or if it's meaningless and something happened in between those years.
It
But
could
it's
just
no
been. It could just
I
been
think it
like
was just
a
there.
muscle reflex.
I think it was just there to
It's
go,
like the chicken get your head
hey,
cut
look,
off.
Jason's still moving around and Freddy's still moving around, and fuck it. That's how I
Well,
always
Jason
take
can
it.
never die. I mean, so that's
Neither
just
can
makes sense that
Freddy.
he's still moving around. But Freddy,
Yeah,
can be
Freddy
forgotten,
lost his
apparently.
power. Freddy.
He's
Freddy's
a demon.
based on
He exists
power.
in a different realm, so who gives a
Well,
shit?
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, Freddy's based on power, and that's the whole point of this whole movie is that he was dying, or he was at least being forgotten, so he was no longer being part of dreams. I guess he wasn't walking the earth or anything. So
He just
wasn't
needs
being
someone
part
to
of, like,
say his name.
people's dreams.
And that's
Right.
it.
Yeah.
He was being like Candyman type of bullshit, or like Santa Claus.
When we talked about Jason X, about bad good, this is bad. I will always enjoy
This
this.
is
movie.
great.
Oh, it's a wonderful movie.
It's
And it's
great.
not good.
I love this movie.
This is like again,
It's
poop
what
farts,
you.
but I love it.
honestly, out of all the three Jason movies that
This
we
is the
picked,
top one.
Easily.
Sure, this is the top one. And this was probably most money was put into it, and it's also a Freddy movie, so you had
Friday the 13th, as far as Friday the 13th movies go, this is the top one. Like, movies starring Jason Voorhees for me, because I don't give a shit about Jason Voorhees.
it might be the top. It might be the top.
It's the top for
Freddy
both of them. They made it.
Anything else?
Oh, this also had. I didn't even say it. This movie had a fucking Destiny Child in it.